Hello, everyone.
Hello. Good evening.
Welcome to Piccadilly Stamping.
Welcome from Izzy's office.
Izzy's office.
Izzy's here with her Mr. Duck.
Izzy is our pet dog, for those who don't know. And...
Hello, Madison.
oh, Maddie's on. Hi, Madison. We're just a
Hi,
couple
Brina.
minutes early.
Fran, hello.
Hi, Fran.
Hi, Kelly.
Fran, I think, is the one. Fran, are you from Alaska? Will you catch that for me and see if she answers yes? I think she lives in Alaska because
Sandra's from Maine. Hi, Maine.
Hi, Sandra.
Out there.
Did she answer or not?
Not yet.
Oh. Okay. I'm hoping so, because I just about went crazy when I saw the moose punch.
Moose punches.
Yeah.
Moose.
Moose.
Brina says she'll watch afterwards. She's having supper.
Sounds good. Hello, hello,
She's
hello.
in Indiana, but she spent her childhood in Alaska.
Okay.
Brothers are still there.
Okay. So just tell me you love the moose punch, because I can't find anyone who else is who's as excited as I am.
Hi, Kristen.
Hi, Kristen. Which Kristen?
Tatum.
Woohoo! Hi, Franklin. Hopefully Franklin's watching.
I hope he is. He's probably getting
And I
ready for
should prob-
kindergarten next week.
Oh, don't. That's a sore spot for Mama. Sending her baby. Oh, sending her baby to kindergarten for the first time. So, yeah, school will be starting for us in a couple
23rd.
weeks. On the 23rd, is that when it is here? So,
Well, I don't know about Waterloo, but
I'm trying to see. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Donna. Hi, Karen. Okay, we've got a few people on. I did start a little bit earlier.
they
There.
she said she had a moose in her front yard. Franklin says, "Hi, Pamela and Bill."
Love you, Franklin. I should say a shout out to Colton and
Emma.
and Emma. Yes, those are a couple of my pearls. So what would they be? Pearlettes.
Junior pearls.
Junior pearls. There we go. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. People will
Okay.
kind of come in as they
Yeah.
do.
Quite a few on already.
Great. Okay, so I've already placed my catalog selectors for the holiday catalog. That went out last month. And if you're a current customer of mine, you're already on it. You'll be getting yours usually right around when the new catalog is released. So, but if you are a new customer just joining us this time, welcome. Stick around a while.
Welcome, welcome.
Yep, we'd love to have you. If you don't have a demonstrator and would like me to be your demonstrator, let me know. Send me a message, email, whatever, and that you would like one of the catalogs. I got a few coming here, hopefully this week. My pre-order will be here, and
What? It's not already here. You placed the order.
I know, I didn't expedite it.
Come on. UPS man, thanks you.
So I would love to get you a catalog, and so that's where we'll start there. Also, this month, till the end of this month, on the 31st, they're having a sign-on special. So if you love Stampin' Up! Products the way I love Stampin' Up! Products, and you would like to be able to have a discount every time you order, here's the awesome part about this. You don't have to recruit anyone. You don't have to sell a thing. All you have to do is sign up and place your orders and get your discounts. And that's the truth. It really is. Stampin' Up! Is very flexible that way. Well, they've got a sign-on order right now that...
Bonus.
A bonus, yeah. That if you join up this month, normally you would get $125 for $99 for the starter kit. But they're having a special where you get an extra $30 on top of that, and then they're going to give you a $10 coupon to use for your following month's order. So actually, that's pretty good. It's extra $40.
Did our new Pearl do that?
Mm-hmm. Yep, we have a new Pearl. Yay, Monica.
Welcome, Monica.
So, what he's talking about pearls is that is my Piccadilly Pearl team. Fabulous, wonderful, creative people. So excited. So, did Monica get her kit?
Yeah, she said she got it. She hasn't opened it yet.
Oh my gosh. I can't.
She's waiting.
She's waiting. Okay. Well, we want to be a part of that, Monica, when you open it. So, awesome. Okay. Paper Pumpkin. Guess what, Bill?
Ooh, Paper Pumpkin. 2 days.
That's right. There's only 2 days left if you want to get in on this Paper Pumpkin deal. So, Paper Pumpkin is a subscription program that you buy, and it comes to your mailbox every month with a surprise project in it. They always give you some hints. This month they decided they were going to give us the hint that it was going to be bags and tags because a lot of people are card makers. So they've added an extra card bundle to this. And so for an extra $10, you can get 24 different card bases, not 24 different bases, they're of 2 different designs, but 24 of them, and matching envelopes. They are the note card size, however, they are mailable. So it's not like the mini love note things, it's actual
I haven't
mailable.
seen Joy, but yeah, it would be no extra postage on that one.
Yeah, you gotta do that for Joy.
That's right.
And let me know when she comes in.
Laura lands on.
Oh, hi, Laura. Okay, so guess what else it is? Last month, Stampin' Up! Had a special where for every $50 you purchase, they sent you a $5 gift certificate. Well, this is the month that you can redeem it in. So go to your emails, search through for all of those coupons. You don't want to miss out. You only have this month to use those bonus coupons. So
yeah,
I know that Jean had $60 worth of bonus coupons. She was having quite the heyday of her shopping spree. So.
wow.
All right.
Like she's gonna have another one.
And then the very last thing. Now these are all Stampin' Up's announcements. This is my own personal one. I started this program not knowing what I would get from it. It has actually kind of skyrocketed, hasn't it?
No kidding. This summer it's just taken off like crazy.
Right. So let me just tell you what Piccadilly Perks are. This is my personal rewards program. It is just for being a loyal customer to Piccadilly Stamping. So how does it work? For every $35 that you purchase, you earn a letter from the word Piccadilly. So $35 you earn a P, $70 you're going to earn a P and an I, and so forth until you build the whole word Piccadilly, which is 10. So once you collect them all, you're going to earn a shopping spree through my online store, totally free. And when I say totally free, I mean you're going to get $25 of free product from any of our current catalogs, but I'm also going to give free tax and free shipping. I will be paying all of that and have that shipped and delivered straight to you from the store. The only catch in this is I will honor anything in any current catalog that we have. So if it's like this is our current one now, but we're going to also be having the holiday catalog that'll be coming out. And so if you order during that, then it would be either this or that. I will honor anything off of our clearance rack. But if it's a celebration item, which only happens once per year when Stampin' Up! Has that sale, I won't honor that only because those are earned rewards another way, and also for our host rewards because those are earned through Stampin' Up! Another way. So this is just my perk. What you think?
And one thing about those redeem coupons, easy money.
Oh, the redeem ones?
Free money.
It is. It's free. $5 free for every $50. So, okay. So that's the announcements. Any questions, Bill?
Not yet.
Okay.
Just keep watching here.
Okay.
What's Jean saying? She loves the perks because she loves the shopping spree.
Okay, so before we get going, I do want to let you know that this is my current postcode. So UM33ZDG4. I'm going to put that down. And then if you guys would all do me a favor and just click that little share button, that I would really appreciate that. Let your friends know, spread the love, right? Okay. Did you give Beth Ann her message from Izzy?
Oh, Izzy says hi, and she has her duck with her.
So right before I went live here, I had kind of posted a picture. So we come in here and our little dog follows us, and I now have a little bed for her because I say every morning, let's go to work, and she goes and gets in her bed.
Yep. As you can see, it's out there on Piccadilly Facebook.
Yeah, if you missed it, you'll have to go check her. She's a Chiweenie.
Chiweenie.
Part Chihuahua, part wiener dog. Mm-hmm. Okay. So every week I have a theme, and this was last week's theme. So I took stamp sets that I wouldn't necessarily think were for sympathy, and I made sympathy cards. These are pretty cute, I think. And this week, what I wanted to do was let me grab a project box. I wanted to do embossing, and I wanted to talk about embossing powders. So let's get out this project box and our stamps. Are you gonna hold it? Or there you go.
There.
Okay. So
what do you mean? Oh, hey, got a question here.
okay.
There's an embossing folder. What is the difference between that and the embossing powder?
Oh, okay. Well, let me just show you. So we have embossing folders, and embossing folders are in the back here. Let me grab one really quick. And there's different types of embossing folders too. We have the 3D, and then we have our regular. So an embossing folder is where you put a piece of paper in, and then you run it through some sort of die cutting machine, and it will make raised images on your paper. Oh. Embossing powders is actually where we're gonna melt this powder onto some glue or ink, and then it will create a raised image, which I will teach.
Cool. Okay.
Does that answer it?
I hope so.
Okay. Any more questions, you guys? Go ahead and
fire away. I'll try to answer them.
He'll try to answer them.
I'll try to get her answer.
Love it. Okay, so I wanted to start with something pretty interesting. Actually, let me pull that back out here. I have in here, I marked the page. Embossing powders come in a little jug, and we normally have different metallics in here, but we came up with something new this year: shimmer black and shimmer white. Now I store mine. Let me show them. This is the shimmer white, and it's got shimmer. So it comes into these little containers like so, and I use the container until it's completely dumped out. I just save mine in here because glitter is one of those things that sticks to everything, and if I put it on the paper, there's different ways. Everyone has a different technique. This is what works for me. But I wanted to show you how shimmery that was, because did that show up?
Yeah.
Did it? Okay, I didn't know if it showed up how shimmery it was. Because they also have this shimmer black, which is what we're going to do tonight. So as you can see, I've only used it a couple times. But let me stand up here and let me show them up really close. I don't know if that's, can you see the little sparkles in that? Oh, I love the glitters. Okay. So I'm going to start with very simple cards, and how you can do very simple cards and just class them up with a little embossing. So I've got a Whisper White piece of cardstock.
That glitter came through pretty good.
Did it? Okay, good. He tries to watch the computer and the phone at the same time to see what people are seeing. So I'm going to just set that aside. And then I have a piece of Whisper White, and it's cut at 5 1/4 this way by 4. so that I will mat that on there. Now, we have what's called an embossing buddy, which is like a little fabric piece that is got like a chalk in it to help keep the static cling off your fingers. Sometimes when I'm doing a lot of embossing, I'll just rub my fingers on it.
What's that called again?
It's called an emboss buddy.
Emboss?
It's in that, on that same page 181 in the catalog.
Cool.
But you want to rub it on your project piece. Why?
Why is that? I mean, you're trying to keep it off.
Right. So your fingers have oils in it, and this powder, when it's heated up, it will stick to anything that was on the paper. So that's why I kind of rub my fingers on it. I've had the same Emboss Buddy for like 8 years or something. It's, you don't burn through them. I mean, it's a good investment. Now, everyone has their own personal thing. I like to store my Versamark upside down so that because you use the Versamark to do your stamping with for the glue to hold the embossing powder on, so that it keeps the glue at the top, but also because I store my Emboss Buddy in there so that I don't get all of that all over the place. Just my tip. Take it or leave it.
Cool.
All right.
Someone said heat magic. Heat embossing is magic.
It is. It is really magic. Okay, so I'm going to be using a host set. So this can only be earned if you either host a party or you place a large order. And the order would be like 150 or more, and then you earn host rewards. So I want you to notice that the first thing that you see on here is this image, and this is kind of the star. They've got different sayings that you can put in here, but I wanted to show people to kind of think outside the box. So I'm going to start with this little flower image. It comes in a lined image and then a full image, and I'm going to use this little flower as kind of the star of mine. So we're going to just take it, and I'm going to put some Versamark ink on this. Now, when you do this, I just want you guys to know this isn't as easy as it looks. So I'm going to start with inking it. You kind of got to remember where you're going because you can't see it. It makes a watermark.
Hi, Joy.
Joy's here. We won't tell her what we were just saying about her. Bill was being mean, but I was standing up for you, Joy.
I was not.
Did you hear that? He sounded a little bit.
Oh boy. Here we go again.
Okay, so I'm going to just turn this over because this will be quicker for me. So it makes like a watermark image. So you can kind of see, and I know that you guys won't be able to, but you'll be able to when I get all this stamping done. So
Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. I have taken this, let me look at it a little bit. And it doesn't have to be super perfect. Maybe do one more over here. I'm trying to determine, maybe one more there. Oh, now maybe I want more here. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing yet, but you will here soon. I'm hoping I didn't overlap that, but if I did, it did.
You barely see it.
I know. That's
wow,
what I'm
you better
saying.
have some good eyesight.
Well, it would be different if it was on colored cardstock, but I really wanted to do that whole black and white thing and then have this little pop of the different colors. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to flip it over here, and I'm going to spread this on, and now you'll see why I like my little system.
So how'd you come up with using the bowl?
Oh, I don't know. I did that years ago.
Share the knowledge.
I don't know. I think I must have seen someone along the way. I mean, that's how most of us do this. And then I just leave it in this bowl.
Knowledge passed down.
That's right.
Awesome.
I just put a plastic spoon in it.
Oh,
Okay.
So cute. We're not even done yet.
Nope. So you can see, oh, actually I just saw something. The reason why I leave it, I'm going to get the rest of that out of there because I won't waste any of it, but I just see an area that I'd like covered just a hair more right there and right there.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's better. So I've just done half of it, and I'm going to move that paper. So this requires a heat tool. I'm going to use our heat tool. It has 2 settings. I love it. Now this is going to take just a minute. It may be loud, and I'm sorry about that, but I won't be long, and you're going to see the magic.
If you have any questions while she's doing that, send them in. Maybe I can get them answered.
Okay, it has 2 settings, low and high. I'm probably going to do high to move this along a little bit faster. I will say that I usually start by heating it on the back side first so it doesn't blow that powder off of the image that I just had. And here we go. Unless I want it to. There we go. Okay.
Seem to be working on it.
Kind of curls it down, but I'll get it flattened right back out again here. I'm just heating it all up. Okay, let's see if this will show. I can't tell. It'll start to turn kind of, especially with this glitter, I like to do it on the back side, but it'll start to turn glossy looking.
It's starting.
Can you see it?
I think so.
It's so weird doing it with the phone kind of right in my face. I don't know if it's... doing it or not.
I think it is. I'll look at it.
Okay, so let me see here. Does that show, you guys? I can't tell.
Beth Ann says it's showing up great.
Okay. It's so pretty. It's so sparkly and so pretty. Okay. So, now I'm going to turn that around for next time. This goes in that basket. Now, the sentiments that come in this set, everything is photopolymer, and they kind of have a little bit of a curve to it. I am going to straighten it out because it is photopolymer. So I already have it on my block, but how do I do that? So let me show you. When it comes out, it's kind of at a curve to fit into the angle of the stamp set. You can position these on your block however you want, really. I mean, if I wanted it to have a hump, I could. So I usually just start with one end. I love having grid paper or something to kind of see my lines here. And start it off on one end, and then you can get it to kind of line up the way you like. Here we go. Has just a little stretch to it. Why is this, everything, the embossing, there we go, that's better. Don't be a perfectionist, Pamela. Okay, there we go. All right, so I want to use, I'm using the thank you, and I'm just going to use the Memento ink, and because I've got the, because it is a photopolymer stamp, I'm going to go ahead and stamp it on my piercing mat, because I think that that gives it a little bit more cush to push down that image on. And maybe I should probably do a practice run. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I also like to use a larger block because I can see through it. And
helps with lining it up.
I think it does. So we'll go right there. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's yours.
That's mine. All right.
All right. So let me get my, I'm going to use to pair with this, we have a organdy black glitter ribbon, which I think pairs with this wonderfully. And I'm going to make a, like, I'm going to go across the top here, and I'm going to, because this one is just a little bit more challenging to tie a bow on, I'm going to go ahead and just fit it with, at the top here, with a little bit of the ribbon going across the way I like. Let me get my ribbon scissors. How's Joy been?
She was asking about the state fair.
Iowa State Fair?
Yep, starts today.
Yeah. You know, I've never been. I think that's crazy. Oh, I got this crooked. Which side was the wrong way? Let's get that straight. I've never been, Joy. Never. Not a once. Have you been?
A long time ago. There's too many people.
I'm going to make a bow. Too many people. Too people-y for you.
Too people for me.
And thread that through. This is a little bit stiffer ribbon, which I love for some of the projects I've got coming up. But I think it makes a fantastic bow. It's very mailable. You missed our comment about being mailable, Joy.
Doesn't cost any extra.
On the paper pumpkin this month.
Yep.
Okay, and I'm gonna just do this. Now, let's come here and, any questions while I was embossing?
No, they're loving the fact that you take the heat to the back first.
Usually do. Sometimes I'll do it in the front. Okay, this is just me, Mom, so I'm sorry. She thinks I'm a waster of the...
Gotta use all them dimensionals.
Gotta use all the dimensionals. I love my dimensionals. What can I say? So... I think that looking at a stamp set and seeing what they're showing you and what you think you can use, but also finding a way to just make something different with it is always a nice way of finding your own creativity. I like to look at what they show and then see if there's something else I can do. This reminds me of those thank you cards that you can buy, but why buy them when you can make them? Okay, so we'll get a glue dot, but there were no questions or anything?
Not yet.
I think we've got mostly all avid stampers tonight, and the
Over
request...
30-some people, so...
Woohoo! The request I had was from a new stamper about embossing powders, so... Okay, and I'm just
Pictures
gonna...
from Portland or something.
Okay, there we go. That's one place I'd like to go is Oregon. Okay, so that's the first card tonight. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Can you see the... Stand up. I think that shimmer black and shimmer white is so pretty. Cannot wait to do stuff with the shimmer white for the holidays. Yeah, the winter seasonings. Seasonings? Seasons.
Seasonings.
Seasonings, huh? That's like my Sahara sand. Okay, I'm giving you these and we're going to go on.
All right. Next card.
Woohoo! The
Oh,
next
really
one.
nice.
Thank you.
It shows up really well in there.
It did? Good. Good, good, good. Okay, this one. Now, last time I used this stamp set too as kind of a background. But I'm going to be using a different one this time to show you because I love background stamping. So this is the Tasteful Textures, and then Floral Essence. And we have a beautiful set that comes with this that you can save 10% off. You get a punch that matches and everything, and it makes absolutely adorable stuff. And it's got beautiful paper that goes with it also in the set. But I'm not going to use any of that because I looked at it and I saw something else, and so get ready for a bunch of stamping. This goes in a different, yeah, it can go right on top there. So I'm going to start with a card base, and I'm going to be using the
What's that?
I'm trying to think of it. I just had a complete brain fart. It is the 8.5 by 11 piece of smoky slate, cut in half and then folded in half at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm starting with smoky slate, and I did say that I liked background stamping. So let's just start. I'm going to do a little bit of this Tasteful Textures. I'm going to be using this. Now this has got areas in the stamp that are supposed to be like faded looking and rustic looking, and I love that. So this is smoky slate, and I'm going to use smoky slate. Ooh. There's a couple ways to do this. I'm going to do a Stampin' Off technique. That is where if I inked it up full speed there, that's what it looks like, but I want to have it at half so it's not as dark on my cardstock. So we're going to ink it up, and we're just going to do a little background stamping. I don't know why I just stamped off twice.
For those of you that didn't catch it, she stamped off before she inked up.
Got excited. Now I don't have this full coverage around my border because I want the broken borders. I don't want a whole look on this for the card that I'm designing. I just want it to have a hint of background. Okay, so that's those. Those go in there. And then I'm going to put that aside. I've got another piece of smoky slate. This is cut at 3 by 4. And I use this to emboss on. Now this one, the Versamark will show up much better. So I'm going to use my Emboss Buddy again. Make sure my fingers are... You know, when I do stuff off the camera, it's so much better than when I do it on the camera. So I'm sorry, you guys. I'm taking the solid images again, not the lined images, but I'm going to use the solid floral images, but then I am going to use the lined leaf images instead of this leaf image. So we're going to start off, I'm going to move this off of here.
Which one is that? Floral Essence?
Floral Essence, yes. And let's see, I'm going to do it this way. So I'm going to put the whole image down. Give that a good press. You can see it much better than you did the last time. I'm going to take the smaller flower and we'll have it going this way. And then this one, we'll have half on it, half off that way. Okay, these go though. So I've got the two little lined leaf images. So I'm going to start with the bigger one. And I'm going to, let's say I'll come in here and just come off here. There we go. And let's throw a leaf in there, a leaf down there. Got one there. One there. Maybe a little partial there. And a partial there. Okay. So now I'm just going to use just our plain white.
Just plain white.
Yep. Emboss powder.
Oh, okay. So it's not glossy.
It's glossy.
Well, it's not the
it's not the
one that you were going
The sparkly, right. It's just our plain embossed powder. And I'm going to sprinkle it on like so. Isn't it beautiful? I love embossing. It's one of my favorite things to do. I don't do it as much as I would like to. Okay, so let's start up the heat gun again. Any questions, send them to Bill. Bill, you better know the answer.
Better know the answers to these questions, huh?
Yeah.
Then holding it so it starts to shimmy up. Shiny up.
You'll see it when it does. There, it's starting to get kind of glossy looking. Can you see that?
I see it.
You want to keep the, you don't want to burn the paper. You can burn the paper with a heat tool, so you definitely want to keep it moving. Underneath. Perfect. Oops, one little spot.
Chantilly lace is what it looks like.
Chantilly lace?
That's what Beth said.
Ooh, it's pretty, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. They said they looked good before you started melting it.
Oh, I got one other spot. See, when I do it on the camera, you can't see, but as well. One spot right on the edge. Do I have it all? Now, it will smear if you touch it when it's hot right away, but it's not like it's ready now already. So I just want to show you, I'm using a piece of basic black, and this is cut at 3 1/8 by 4 1/8 just to mat this. And I'm going to use my, see, now I can touch it and not get it all over the place. So you just need to give it just that few seconds. Yeah. Which I love how fast that is, that you can get on with your project. You know, it's not like you have to wait for it to dry.
Oh. Again, the colored ink pad and cardstock before the card. So that was the slate gray.
This is the smoky slate. Yep. And but I use.
Think about the background stamps where they were. They said they asked it earlier. I didn't catch it.
Say it again. What's the question?
What color's the cardstock?
This is smoky slate, basic black, and this was smoky slate with smoky slate stamped off once just to get a lighter. Okay, I'm gonna move that out of my way. Whew. Got glitter everywhere. So now that I have that, I'll bring this back in. I'm going to use the saying, wishing you a blissful future, and I'm going to come back in with my black Memento ink. I like Memento ink a lot. Okay, I'm just going to decide where I want that, and I like it right about there. Isn't that awesome? Now, you can raise this up, and you know what? I think I will. Let me get a, here we go. I normally don't raise stuff a whole big bunch. I probably should more. I like smooth flying. How many avid crafters here have woke up with these little things in their bed?
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I wonder how many people, yeah, because I wake up with these every now and again stuck to a part of me. Okay, so let's take this, and I'm thinking this is a kind of a, oh, I love it. Do you guys love it? Look at this thing, it's stinking cute. Isn't that just adorable? Okay, so couple options here. You could
You're
put
not the only one.
pearls. What?
You're not the only one.
Oh, right.
Got a couple of them.
I've woke up with them. I've
Throughout
had
the
them.
whole house.
Yeah, they've been stuck to my shoe when I went. I have actually went places before, and then when I looked at the carpet, I saw one and was horrified. That meant it was stuck to me somewhere, and I left it. So now this, I think this is a perfect, like a wedding card. I see this as very much like a kind of a neutral wedding card. And you can do, there's many different things that you can do. Let me just show you a few. I'm currently in love with Purple Posy. So we have these, they're faceted dots, and they're all of our in colors. So, I mean, you could do Purple Posy. Let me just show you, because I just love Purple Posy. Isn't that just adorable? You could put these on the inside.
Oh, they want to know if Izzy collects them.
I've never found one on Izzy. Have you?
No, neither have I, but
She doesn't even like to touch grass, you guys. She's the only dog who we know that doesn't like to be dirty, or I've never, yeah. So, okay, I am in love with Purple Posy, and so I love that with this slate gray. And if you knew what color that the person's wedding was, you could always add in other embellishments. And let me pull out my...
the embellishment kit.
We have clear faceted. I'm trying to find them. Of course, when you want something in a heartbeat. Well, we have these in clear, and then you can use your markers, and you can make any color you want on them. You could do it in just clear. You could do rhinestones. You could do... I personally would probably do the pearls, but for this project, I'm going to use... Because I just think the Purple Posy looks absolutely adorbs with this. You know what else would be cute? Thinking about it. Wow. Let me throw this aside. You can't have enough. This isn't Wheat Castella this time. This is the Frost White. So let me just get this out of the way, and we're just going to do a little spritz. Now, I do not want to shoot myself in the eye with this. There we go. So when that dries, you're going to see just a little, and I'm going to hold this up. Let's see if I can get the camera to pick that up. I can see it. It's not quite dry. Can you see it right there in the corner? Just that little bit of... I'm trying to get the camera to see it. Does that catch it better?
A little bit. On the black.
Isn't that just adorable? I think it's absolutely stinking cute. Now, these cards are very neutral in nature. So, okay.
What were you spraying just now?
What I was spraying was, I just have a combination in one of our spritzers. This is our Frost White, and I was going to see if I had a... Here, I do. This is our Frost White paint, and I just put it in one of our spritzers, and I add a good sized dollop to this, and I fill it with alcohol, because alcohol dries faster and doesn't warp the paper. In fact, let's see if you can see on this side. I don't know how well you can see it. In person, you can see it really well. And it just depends on how much white you want in it. You can add a whole bunch more to it. But it makes a cute little, like, finishing touch to it, since it's got that wedding feel. Now, what was I going to say? Was there another question?
Nope, that was it.
Okay. So, you can add whatever colors you want to with these. This was just kind of my interpretation of using these stamp sets. I hope that, I would really like it if you guys would give me some comments as to things that you want to learn, because I'm more than willing to teach if I know what it is that you're looking for. What else? I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so if you can't live without these products, you can purchase them online from my online store. There's a link right on Facebook that says Shop Now. That'll take you to it. And if you're watching this later on my YouTube channel, I'll put a description down below in the description. I will put a link down below in the description section. Okay, anything else?
You ever gonna bring back the drawings?
I can.
That's one of the questions.
I can bring back the drawings. How about next week?
Next week for people that
You know what?
spread the word.
Yeah, that's
Share the excitement.
share with people. How about if I do an embossing folder next week?
Ooh.
Okay.
Can I win?
You know what? Let me see if I
Am
have.
I eligible?
You are not eligible to win.
So
Though.
I'm thinking about that too.
I will do some cards, and I will do an embossing folder next week for the grand prize. So yes, spread the word, and I will be glad to bring those back. Okay? Anything else?
No.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me this week. I will be back here next week, so have a great evening. Bye-bye.